Hi, Lynda Kanase here to share with you a how-to on my succulent 2D and 3D designs. These designs are called 2D and 3D because you can make succulents for a home decor piece or for a card. So I'm going to show you real quickly how to assemble these dies. I'm going to start with the Saguaro Cactus. That's the taller one. I already cut one piece, so I'm just going to cut a second piece, make my Sizzix sandwich, and I'm going to cut this through my Big Shot machine. Using my die pick because I love my die pick. And what you'll see on this die is that it has a little center mark and it has a little notch on the top and a little notch on the bottom centered there. So to create the 3D version, you take your scissors and you start either at the top or the bottom, but you cut a straight line from the top notch to the center on one, and then on the second one you would cut from the bottom notch to the center, and then it's just a matter of placing them together and you get your, tuck it in there and you get your little 3D Saguaro Cactus. And if you want, you could take like a die pick and push out these little shapes so to get little spikes if you want. The next shape is the barrel cactus, and it consists of these round shapes and these spines. And the spine has one end that has 4 points and one end that has 2. So you want to line it up with the 4 points at the top. And you would take some glue and you would just place it along the edge. You don't need too much, but just place it along the edge. And then lining up the 4 spikes at the top, just put it along the edge there, and you want to make sure you just see the spines off the other side. So you want to do that for all of the pieces, probably 10 pieces to make a 3-dimensional succulent. Once you have all of the spines glued to the round parts, you then want to fold them, and there's already a crease ruled down the center. So you just fold it like that. And you do that on all your pieces. And you fold it all in the same direction so the spine is visible on the same side. Once you have everything folded in half, you will now glue, add glue to one side with the spines, and glue the blank side to that, keeping it folded in half. And if you want, you could line it up along the center and you hold it together. And then you could add some glue to the top part. And keeping, again, the blank side to it. Glue that down. And you continue through and you do it on all of the pieces. And once you have the whole stack of all your shapes folded together, then you add glue to the last part. And you complete the circle. And there you have your little 3D succulent barrel cactus. The next succulent is the Echevarria succulent. So to begin with, after you cut all your shapes, is you will have these little shapes that you want to take your die pick or a pencil would work as well, and you want to create a little bit of a curve. And it's just like when you have a curling ribbon, you just take it between your thumb and you put a little bit of pressure and you just add a little bit of a curve to it. So I already did that to all these pieces, and you start with the largest single petal shape and a regular pin. So you would add, there's a hole on the end there, you would add it on there, and with a little bit of liquid glue, and you don't need a lot, you would put a little bit there and then add the second one. And you want to go around, and they'll start holding together better as you go around. And you want to go around and create the base. And I'm doing it roughly 5 petals around to start. And you would keep building up around that. And once you use the last piece, of the largest petals, you can start on the next shape. And you want to press it down a little bit as you're working. So then the next shape is this larger three-petal shape, and you want to do the same thing, add a little bit of glue, press it down, add a little bit of glue, and you want to rotate it so that you stagger the petals slightly. And the more petals you add, and I call them petals, but they're actually the leaves of the succulent, but the more that you add, the fuller the design will be. Now I'm going to start with the smaller shape because I feel that it's full enough. So I'm going to start with the tinier pieces, and they have a little, instead of a hole in the center, they have a little cross mark, but it will fit on your pin the same way. So you would continue, again, just building up on that. And once you have where you like it, the number of leaves on it, you just push it together to make sure the glue held, and then just gently pull out the pin. And once it's dry, you would just start curling up and create a fuller succulent. So this is the Echevarria succulent, and you can see that it creates some really nice colors and shapes when you balance all three designs together. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.